Hey guys, this is Animalism Exotic, and we're coming to you from the beautiful island of St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands. And in this video, we're going to be tracking and hopefully finding an endangered reptile on this island, the green sea turtle. So we're going to be taking a charter boat about 30 minutes offshore. We're going to explore the marine environment and hopefully find the green sea turtle, but we're also going to see the animals that it shares its home with on this island. All right guys, this is Animalism Exotic. Let's get started. All right guys, one thing we have to remember, the sea turtle populations aren't what they used to be. Hundreds of years ago, before the colonizers came here, the sea turtle populations were thriving. They were in the millions around these islands. In fact, you had reports of people being able to see hundreds of turtles in one spot. But it's not like that anymore. They were hunted for their meat for years until their populations were almost completely destroyed. And now in modern times, they're faced with pollution, light pollution, and habitat loss. So they're not easy to find anymore. But we're going to go about 30 minutes offshore and look into the marine environment of where these turtles live. Hopefully we'll see some turtles, but I know for certain we're going to see the animals that they share this marine environment with. So let's get started, guys. We're at Aquamarine Dive Center. We're getting our gear ready and we're about to head out. We're headed 35 minutes off the coast where there's known to be sea turtle activity. Okay guys, we're at Buck Island. The waters are so calm here, this makes perfect conditions for diving. In fact, if you look closely, you can even see the bottom from here. We need good visibility in the water, so this is just what we're looking for. Okay, let's do this.
All right, guys, we hope to find 1, 2 sea turtles. 3 would be good, but 4 is an even number, so let's go take a look, guys. We'll see you down there.
Look at how clear this water is. We have about 80 feet of visibility, and this is exactly what we needed. All right, let's see who we can find. Check out this jellyfish, guys. No brain, no heart, no bones, but they're still completely alive. Amazing. Look at this, a beautiful parrotfish. Definitely the most colorful fish I've seen out here today. I love these fish, but let's not forget about the corals. All of these corals are living animals, so the ground is literally covered with wildlife. Oh, we've got new company though. See right there? That's a Caribbean reef shark. They hang out around these waters and eat small fish, like the parrotfish we saw earlier, and they also eat small crustaceans, like lobsters and crabs. But she's keeping her distance though, because the only dangerous animal in the water right now are humans. Remember, coral is an animal, and all of these corals combined make up homes for the fish that live here. So every bit of coral that you see is someone's house. But sea turtles also love algae that grows on coral, so this is a good place to look. Our search is taking us to an eerie shipwreck from World War II. But shipwrecks are basically mansions for wildlife, including sea turtles, so this is a good spot to look. This ship has been here for 80 years. The ocean's overtaken it, and it's become an entire ecosystem for the animals that live here. So, let's see who's inside. This little hogfish came to say hello. Check this out, guys. The walls in this ship are covered with coral, and there's multiple species of fish cohabitating together. And shipwrecks like these are good protection for the fish because there's walls and there's lots of crevices to hide in. That's why so many species gather here. Look at this. These are juvenile bluehead wrasse. When they get older, their heads will turn blue. Look right here. A Beau Gregory damselfish. Beautiful colors, but really shy. Okay, we've moved to the opposite side of Buck Island, so hopefully we'll find some turtles there. Okay, let's go. This right here is a longfin squirrelfish. He has a long venomous spine on his back, and since he's nocturnal, he has those big black eyes to help him see at night. Okay, we need to head deeper. If we want to find turtles, we need to find their favorite food sources. And green sea turtles love seagrass. As they grow up, they become herbivores, so they spend most of their time eating seagrass off the ocean floor. That field of seagrass on the right seems like a good place to look. We've scanned this area for a few minutes, nothing yet. But our shark did come back to give us a better view. By the way, if you've ever encountered a shark, tell us about that experience in the comments. See that big-headed fish right there? That's a spot-fin porcupine fish. They get up to 3 feet long and they have sharp teeth and a powerful bite designed for crushing crab shells. So even though their face looks adorable, do not put your hand near their mouth. Look at some of these parrotfish and a few others. Look at how they're sifting through the sand and looking for food, and they all just get along perfectly. As we head topside, we noticed a stoplight parrotfish. Guys, look at those colors on them. Unbelievable. And right next to him is a spotted trunkfish. They're a member of the boxfish family. You can tell because they have that box-like body. Okay, we're headed to a shallow water location where I've heard that sea turtles can be spotted more easily. Okay guys, I'm just scanning the area for movement. There's seagrass here, so I'm looking for any kind of animal that could be moving along the bottom. And with having just a few minutes gone by, we're not disappointed. Guys, this is what we came here for. A real, living, green sea turtle. Look at how she just glides along the bottom. She doesn't even disturb the sand. She's coming up to take a breath. Look at how those flippers just move her through the water with such ease. See how streamlined her shell is? It's designed that way so that they can speed through the water effortlessly. And just look at those starry patterns on her shell. I just love it. I already thought this was amazing enough, but not until I saw this. We've got 2 turtles in one spot right in front of me. Do you see how their 2 shells are different? The older turtles have the solid, darker colors, but the juvenile sea turtles have that orange, starry patterned shell. She's starting to eat. Look at how she just plucks the grass. She's perfectly designed for this because her beak has serrated edges that help her to tear the grass right out of the sand. And this is what they spend most of their day doing, eating grass. Guys, the only way to know how I feel right now is to be here and see this for yourself. I live to see creatures like this because I don't know when I'll see them again. And even if you can't see these creatures in the wild, visit your local aquarium, read about them, stay interested in these animals because they're a threatened species and we need them here. Even though they look like they're flying, these turtles are heavy. A female like this can weigh up to 250 pounds or 113 kilograms. Well, I think she's heading to deeper water. But let's give her a name. Drop a name in the comments below and we'll see which one is the best. Swimming with wild sea turtles has been my dream for as long as I can remember. If you respect the animals and their home, you can have experiences like this and you won't forget it. But the sea turtles aren't the only animals here. They share the environment with other wild animals in these shallow waters. So let's see what they are. Take a look right here. This is a southern stingray. She's a small one, and she's missing some of her tail. Do you see what she's doing? She's sucking on that bundle of seaweed because there's actually hermit crabs and small worms hiding in that bundle of seaweed. So she's filtering them out and crunching them up with her teeth. Look at that, she goes right to the next one. She's combing through it because she knows they're in there, and she will find them. See you later. Look at this, a flying gurnard. They can't actually fly, but they use those big pectoral fins to walk across the ocean floor. Well guys, we came for what we were looking for and more. You saw how beautiful the coral reefs were that the turtles call home. We didn't see turtles there, but we saw everything else that any person would want to see. But later on, we found the turtles, and weren't they beautiful? But just think of how fortunate you are to actually have these animals surviving in the modern world. So many species we love and appreciate went extinct millions of years ago. So just think of how fortunate you are to actually see these animals surviving in 2025. All right, guys, it's been fun. This is Animals and Exotic coming to you from St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, home of my family. We'll see you guys next time.